Number 14, St. John's men's basketball lost to number 21 Auburn last night, 85-74. So what exactly happened? I apologize for looking down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. And this was part of the Players Era Festival in Las Vegas, Nevada. Both these teams played their last game there. And St. John's was actually favoring the game by 4.5. Clearly, they did not cover, let alone win the game. St. John's was actually up 39-30 at halftime, but second half, St. John's only scored 35 points. Auburn scored 55. Yeah, that's a big difference right there, but there's obviously more to the game than that. That's why I'm definitely going to go to the stats, but I'm going to just double check real fast if I really need to go to the last minute of the game. Yes, I know it was an 8-point lead, around 51 seconds left, but then St. John's was fouling. They couldn't make shots, and they fouled, and it became more of a double digit. And they fouled again to make it worse. And St. John's did make 2 free throws at the very end when Auburn fouled them once. So it's like not really worth going over. So St. John's shot 38% from the field on 60 attempts to be exact. 28% on threes on 25 attempts. That ain't gonna get the job done. 75% on free throws, though, on 28 attempts. Now, 32 rebounds. How many of those were offensive? 19 of those. 13 assists. They had 14 turnovers. Not a great number. Though it could be worse, I know. 5 steals, 2 blocks, and 21 fouls. I know the officiating might have been questionable, but at the very end of the day, you got to make plays to win. And St. John's had how many bench points? 3 plus 7, that's 10, plus 4, that's 14, plus 7, that's 21 bench points. And 2 double-digit scores combined for 40 points. 24 plus 16. And 1, 2, 3 other players scored 6 or more points in this game. That combined for 7 plus 7, that's 14, plus 9, that's 23 points. And apparently Dylan Darling only played like 7 minutes, so hopefully it's not an injury, but if it is an injury, that's not great news for St. John's. So we'll have to wait and see about that. Now, Auburn only had 9 bench points and 3 double-digit scores that combined for 20 plus 12, that's 32 points, plus 27, that's 59 points right there. And 3 other players scored 6 or more points in this game to combine for 9 plus 8, that's 17, plus 7, that's 24 points. And Auburn shot the ball better in all areas. From the field, 55% on 53 attempts. So 7 less shots and they were more efficient. 43% on threes on 14 attempts. 84% on free throws on 25 attempts. That's pretty good on free throws. And now they did get 32 rebounds. So they were, 35 rebounds. So they had more rebounds, but only 12 of those were offensive. 16 assists, 12 turnovers. It's preferably you want 10 to less, but it's fewer than St. John's, so you would take that any day. Auburn had 9 steals and 5 blocks and 18 fouls. Now I'm going to go over like the points on turnovers, the points in the paint, and fast break points as well. Points on turnovers favored Auburn, 20-13. Fast break points favored Auburn as well, 18-5. In addition, points in the paint favored Auburn, 44-30. So what do these two teams have going for the next 5 games? And yeah, I know St. John's did beat Baylor, but they gave up a bunch of offensive rebounds to an undersized team. So if you could get away with that and win, that's one thing. But in this type of game, yeah, that didn't work. Baylor the previous day had 48 rebounds, and 26 of those were offensive. Just imagine if Baylor would have made more second chance points and play a little bit better defense. They would be a lot closer, maybe even flat out win the game. But still, though, That's besides the point. I do expect St. John's to move down in the rankings. Yes, I know they beat Baylor, but you lost to Iowa State. But that's like a 50-50 game in a neutral site by a point. And then you lost to number 21 by double digits. And I get it's third game in 3 days, but at the same time, you gotta dig deep and make plays to win. So the next 5 games for St. John's: Ole Miss at home, December 6th. There's a possibility you could win that game. Then there's Iona. I would think you would win that game. DePaul, when you get that game at home, December 13th. December 16th, you got at home against DePaul. Now CBS Sports Classic, December 20th. You got Kentucky, and that's at State Farm Arena, Atlanta, Georgia. So one of those coin flip games potentially. And then you got Harvard on December 23rd. Now, Auburn, I get they got destroyed by Michigan the day before by 30. But I don't think they should be punished enough to be out of the rankings, especially with this type of win here. But to wait and see. Now the next game is the ACC SEC Challenge with number 23 NC State, and you get that game at home. And that's an NC State team that I expect to drop out of the rankings. They lost twice this week to unranked. Yeah, I don't think they're going to stay ranked. There's no chance. Now, December 6th, it's a tough game. On the road to number 2 Arizona. Yikes. Then you got the Holiday Hoops giving on December 13th at State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia against Chattanooga. You should be able to win that game. I would even dare to say the NC State game should be a 1 now. I would think so, but you never know. Then there's the Indy Classic on December 20th at Gamebridge Fieldhouse, Indianapolis, Indiana. Number 1 Purdue, you're going to have to get to play. Yikes. So 2 tough games. Close to road games, I would dare to say, because a Purdue game, it's obviously closer than Auburn. Then you got Queens at home, December 29th. You should be able to win that game. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later on the road to 800 subscribers. Ultimate goal is 1,000 more. So many more. Of course, like video, comment video really helps YouTube backgrounds. More people see. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people could watch. And if you're watching and not subscribe, hit subscribe button. It's free. Hit the notification bell as well. And by the way, Ole Miss men's basketball is receiving 10 votes, so it's not like a gimme game by any means.